Welcome to I Heard This Happen, the segment for aging hipsters. Each week we scour bandcamp for underground new releases to wow your teenage children. So without further ado, here's new music. So we got some fun records here today, Liz.
We do.
Yes, we do.
We do.
It is the beginning of November, and we have picked some stuff out.
Yes.
For these lovely, lovely people on the other side of these microphones. Are you lovely people? You better be being lovely, because that's what I require. So I have this album, Fire by the Silos, by Toska, is what I'm assuming it's pronounced at. This is as far as I can tell, a progressive instrumental band. I don't want to say, they have genty moments, but largely they're kind of just ambiguously progressive. They are based out of Brighton, UK. It looks like they're a power trio, and their picture of them is definitely overwrought and highly stylized. But the dude's got big hair, and I like that.
Oh, there you go.
Well, the other dude's got big dreads.
Nice.
I'm gonna do something I don't usually do in an album, because this album was really, really good. Mostly instrumental, but it did have one track that actually does have some type of lyrical content. I emailed the band. I have not heard back from them because I don't know. I just haven't heard back from them.
Yeah.
But if I do, I'd be curious to see what they have to say on this.
Yeah, sure.
But I thought that these said something that we could totally. They tell a story. The way they describe the album itself is a concept album grown from social observation, looking at humans, aspects of the world, and the direction we're going in. It's set in the near future and focuses specifically on a person affected by great political and economic change, forced to lose everything. Fire by the Silos attempts to describe the psychological and emotional torment that takes. Okay?
Yeah.
And the only lyrics in the song are for the song Fire by the Silos. And it's not sung. This is actually a story a gentleman's telling. We've been living out here 2 years now, and it's now not how I thought it was going to be. It's not what I imagined at all. Used to work in the city. My wife had a good job, and my kids went to a good school. And now look at us. Tent city. I know how we got here, but I don't find it very easy to talk about. I'm a proud man, or at least I was. We had it all. We had the latest gadgets, we had the latest graphite gray whatever in the driveway, and 2 holidays a year. But everyone has a little trouble every now and then. You need a leg up, a bit of help. I never thought it would lead us down this path, to this place. I didn't read the small print. In order to meet your financial obligations to the state and be a profitable unit, all of your property is to be seized in order to pay for your profitability shortfall. So it was all repossessed, and we've lived here since. That was where my little girl was born, and they just walked in and started taking things. I mean, who does that? Where does that come from? Our neighbors just stood around watching, and no one batted an eyelid. They didn't raise a finger. We'd known them for years. They fucking took it all. Worked my entire adult life for the ministry. Did everything that I was supposed to do, but that treadmill got faster and faster and faster, and I couldn't keep up. They walked in, and they tore our lives apart, and now we're living out here, where the farms used to be. And there's no schools, and there's no jobs, and the water is dirty. I just want to wake up from all of this. I want things to start making sense again. I need to know where the ship is sailing to, because none of this is making any sense. All I can think about is revenge and standing up for myself, because I know where they make those decisions, and I know the names that sign on the dotted line. I think there's more people just like me, and they're sick of being pushed around too. So I'm going to get some revenge and have things start making sense again, and I'm going to take back everything they took from me. And they should be scared, because I'm frothing, I'm burning, and I'm caustic, and I'm tearing apart at the fucking seams, and I'm ready to show them just how fucking dark my nightmares have become. I think that I'm waking up.
Yeah, it's pretty potent picture there.
It's the only lyrics on the album, and holy shit, do they get to a chorus something. I really hope they get back at me and tell me what the hell, which angle they're approaching that from.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, to me, that seems like just straight up Randian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said they're from the UK, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, to kind of be able to see that's a direction you could be going in, you know, as a nation, and I feel like that's pretty pertinent to all of us in all of our places right now. And it sucks so much because you know me, I love the UK and I like the history and all that shit, and I was always like, oh man, that would be an awesome place to like visit, and I'd get a holiday house there and shit, and now it's
Would
just
you
like,
dare take me to the UK, Liz?
why in the fuck would I want to go
You've
there?
seen me in an art museum.
No, I understand. I
What do
totally
you think I'm
understand.
gonna be like?
It's off the table now. I can't even dream of it because it is going in awful direction far faster than I would have ever thought possible, and it's really disappointing.
Are you going to do the Scott Sellers album today?
I am actually going to go with the wonderful jazz.
Okay.
I was not finding a lot of things that I liked. I was finding things that sort of touched a chord maybe, but they were not musically.
She was finding
Great.
stuff that was interesting, but was really crappily done.
Basically, yes, that. And it kind of threw a couple of pretty cool options my way. And I glommed onto one of them. It is called Becoming, and the band is Mammal Hands. They are from the UK, again, and it's basically like a jazz. It's a three-piece.
It's a very different power trio.
Yeah. It's drums, saxophone, and keys, and it's got some really great grooves, and I just like the atmosphere it's sort of creating. It's just there's only 3 tracks on it, but it really kind of takes you someplace, and I enjoyed it very much.
Which of those 3 is your favorite?
I think I actually like Refuge, the middle track, because, like I said, it's taking you on a journey, but it's I just like the groove they get into when you get to that point in the EP.
You didn't see me just make faces at Liz and grab her head because she keeps wandering away from the microphone to look at her phone.
I'm so wiggly because I want to look at the thing.
Yeah, just put it
But
up
anyway,
in
it
face.
came out November 2nd, so yeah.
We'll add a bonus one today because Scott Sellers, who we've actually talked about before on here,
Nice.
released a new album called Strings. It's very, very no use for a name sounding. Just that old school skate punk kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Jitters was the album he released, a couple months ago.
And
it was
I
fantastic.
totally dug that, yeah.
Liz was not feeling this one as much.
But that doesn't make it bad.
I was
It
feeling
means I
this
in
one
the mood.
actually a little more.
Yeah.
So, as a bonus, go check out Scott Sellers' new album, Strings. I want to know how the hell this guy writes this much material this fast, though.
I know. He's got something going on.
Yeah. I think I say no use for a name, but it also has those 4 Year Strong moments in there.
Yeah,
too.
oh, for sure.
But he's got a little bit more of the modern pop punk sound.
Yeah. It's
So-
noisy. It's nice.
Well, that's I heard that all happened on Bandcamp this week.
There you go.
Hey, all you curiosity-driven libertarian audiophiles out there. Hope you're enjoying the show. But how would you like to become a bigger part of the Sounds Like Liberty community? By joining
The Freedom Choir!
So head on over to patreon.com/SLL podcast. For just $1 a month, you can get exclusive merch and a warm, fuzzy feeling that my daughter is not going to starve because of the podcast. For $3 a month, you get all that, plus bonus content and access to the Freedom Choir Facebook group. For $6 a month, I'll write you a personalized song about a topic of your choice. I don't see us stopping making the show because I like the sound of my own voice too much, but head over to patreon.com/SLL podcast and see what the Freedom Choir has to offer you.